Sorry, was just practicing. If you're new here, welcome. If you saw my last video, welcome back. I'm Jess, if you don't know who I am. I call this series that I've been making Jess's Declassified 2021 Survival Guide. 2020 was a mess. 2021 is shaping up to be the exact same. And so I decided I'd make this list of ideas and things you can do during quarantine and just do them and see what happens. People are really big on ranking stuff these days. I thought I would do my own version. Instead of just doing what normal people do, I've decided to put my own twist on it. So the 3 different categories of ranking. Number 1, it's no competition, I emerge victorious. The second category is it's a toss-up. And the last one is not a chance even if I tried really extra hard. Little disclaimer, I do not condone violence. I do not actually want to fight any people. I guess if you are the celebrity I've mentioned here and you want to fight me, I don't want to fight you, but I would be deeply honored that you want to fight me. I think the best way to start this is maybe do an obvious one first. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock is approximately 6'5", 270 pounds of muscle, and I am 5'2.5". So that feels like I don't need to explain it anymore. We get that. Okay. Who's next? We got Cher. I just simply believe Cher has this like mystical power. I'm very terrified of Cher. I'm Cherified. I feel like she has the capabilities to whoop my ass. So, Peter the Bachelor. I don't know if you've watched Peter's season. I did. He doesn't really strike me as the type who's ever been in a fight. If the opportunity presented itself and I could whoop Peter's ass, I would. There's no competition. Next one. This greasy TikTok kid. He looks like he is very sweaty. I think his name is Lil Huddy. And if that doesn't already tell you I could beat this kid in a fight, I don't know what will. I mean, look at him. Another obvious one, the twink from the Skip the Dishes commercial. It hurts me that we don't even know his name. If you've seen the commercial, it's the one with John Hamm. I've seen the way John Hamm treats him. Not a chance in hell for him. So it's cool that he gets to hang out with John Hamm. Randy Jackson.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
He was a judge on American Idol. I don't really know what he's doing now. I have no idea where he's at. But Randy Jackson could whoop my ass. Next up, Michael Cera. Michael Cera, here's the thing. If you're watching, hey, big fan of your work. In hand-to-hand combat, if you had nothing to assist you, I think I'm a clear winner. I hope you understand where I'm coming from with this. I think he's a lover, not a fighter. Our friend Olivia Rodrigo. She just released this really sad song, and everyone knows it's about her co-star. I don't mean to knock Olivia when she's down. I don't want to hurt her feelings. I already think she's at a disadvantage with the emotional, she also just got her driver's license. A lot of things are happening for her right now. I do feel like I could whoop her ass. Okay, the Stranger Things kids. All of the kids from Stranger Things. I assume the Stranger Things kids move as one, as I think most people assume. Millie Bobby Brown, even on her own, I think could really wreck me. And that sweetheart Maserati, I don't know, whatever that little kid is with the teeth, and I love that kid. He would whoop my ass. Yeah, no, I have no fighting chance. Everyone clear on that? Okay. Anyone who has watched Midsummer more than once would beat my fucking ass. I watched Midsummer, loved it, but I would never watch it again. Did I have nightmares about it, you ask? Yes. Does it still freak me out now? Absolutely it does. Will I ever go to Sweden? I don't know. These are questions I don't have answers to. Once with Midsummer was enough, and I couldn't do it again. So you win that one. Here's another one that I'm certain I would lose. The bears from that toilet paper commercial. I feel like bears are already scary. If a bear came upon me, I don't know what to do right now. What would I do? But these are bears with social awareness. They can communicate with each other through English. They have a knowledge of human stuff, including toilet paper and when to use it. I'm not gonna fuck with that. That's not gonna result in a win for me. Hell no! Let's talk about Peter Dinklage for a second. I fear him a little, and I am going to put him in the it's a toss-up section, because I think that if I put him in no competition, I am not factoring in the strength Peter Dinklage has. To me, Peter Dinklage is a worthy opponent. Yeah, no, that feels right. Let's go to a classic historical figure real quick and do Sir Isaac Newton. Mr. Newton, calculate the vector of my fist hitting your face at a speed of... I hope no people who love math take this personally, but Sir Isaac Newton doesn't stand a chance. Let's do Deadmau5. Let me make something very clear. I would beat Deadmau5, but only if he's wearing this helmet, and I will explain why. The gravity, you would not, your huge head, little body thing never works for anybody. Without the helmet, I don't know. I don't know who he is. I don't know his story. So, sorry, Deadmau5. Continuing on. Jack Black, if I got him in a situation where he was not prepared, I will put him in It's a Toss-Up because I've seen Nacho Libre. He's capable of so much more than we give him credit for. Respect what he's doing though.
I would like that kind of respect.
Next one, Jake from State Farm. Pros to Jake from State Farm. Clearly knows more about the financial risks than I do. Reliable, it seems. State Farm sounds cool. Downsides for him is that he is wearing khakis. I'm gonna put him in It's a Toss-Up. I don't know, I think he might have something on me here. The recent movie musical of Cats and its cast in their cat form would beat my ass, with one exception. The only cat that I think I could kick ass against is James Corden cat version. I just feel as though James Corden cat has nothing on me. People who try to explain why we can't print more money to me, I will be whooping their asses. You don't need to explain it to me. Maybe it's more so I don't know if I could win against them. I just want to fight them. I will give you that. Let's do Benedict Cumberbatch. I would not beat Benedict Cumberbatch. And it's not because he's bigger than me, which he is. I'd be so caught up looking at what he looks like that I think I wouldn't properly be in the game. He's got like alien-like jawline that's up here. Still handsome, but... Ellen has done lots of good for lots of people. Directly for me? No, not really. Ellen and I battling out with the fist that we were born with, she's no match for me. I would beat her. Let's do Ed Sheeran. I am a fan of Ed Sheeran. That being said, look at me and look at Ed Sheeran. He could not even kill a bug. You know what I mean. You understand. So people maybe have seen this screen and been like, who is that baby at the bottom? Grimes and Elon Musk had a child together and named it a series of numbers and symbols or letters or whatever. This kid would whoop my ass. I know what you're thinking. Jess, this is a newborn baby. It is a child you would be up against. And to that I say, you are correct. And I realized that in theory, I could drop kick this baby to the fucking moon. That being said, the spirit of Grimes and Elon Musk is in this child. You want to tell me that I have a shot? The D'Amelio sisters. If hand-to-hand combat was necessary with either of them, I will give them a fighting chance, especially if it's both of them. Knowing that they have rhythm and also hand-eye coordination, I will give them that it's a toss-up. Jeff Bezos. Do I want to kick his ass? Yes, I do. Jeff Bezos probably has some sort of serums that he takes that makes him like live forever. But would he get his ass handed to him in a fight? Yes. Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda is an 83-year-old woman, and I'm still certain she could whoop my ass. I love Jane Fonda, actually. Lin-Manuel Miranda. This picture haunts me regularly. I'm stuck thinking about this photo. Lin packs a punch with his words. No, he's methodical, but do I think physically he could beat me? No. Dolly Parton is going to single-handedly cure COVID. There's no chance I would beat her. I know that you already know that, so I'm not going to go into detail. Howie Mandel. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to say Howie's a toss-up. Well, no, Howie Mandel would beat my ass. Let's be clear. I wish he wouldn't, but he would. I had to include Kellyanne Conway to avenge her daughter, Claudia. Claudia Conway is having a tough time. Rightly so, because Kellyanne Conway is her mom. I just want to make this clear. I would snap her in two. Tom Hanks. I don't want to fight Tom Hanks. I would not fight Tom Hanks. I think that if Tom Hanks beat me up, I would have to thank him. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj would beat my ass. Rihanna would too. If you see Rihanna beating me up, let her. She caught me slipping. That's on me. My fault. Former President of the United States, Barack Obama, would beat my ass. Let me explain why. Anyone who could deal with the Americans for 8 years in that position gets my respect. I don't stand a chance, and don't get me started on Michelle.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up.
David Dobrik, he really abuses his poor assistant. I think her name is Natalie. I want to say I emerged victorious. You know what? David Dobrik, I'm sorry, sir, I would beat you up. Debbie Ryan. I do feel like she's a girl who could fight. I'm gonna say it's a toss-up with me and Debbie. And last but not least, anyone whose favorite show is Friends. I'm simply basing it on a stereotype of whose favorite show is Friends. I have never met like a 6'5" jacked dude whose favorite show is Friends. I know that I have not actually fought and won against some of these people, but seeing the people I in my brain think I could beat does make me feel more confident. So I will say this was really great for my mental health. I had a lot of fun doing this. I would encourage you all to do this. Go ahead and make one of your own. Send me them. So what have we learned today? Number one, celebrities are people too. And in saying that, I mean that they can also lose in hand-to-hand combat. Number two, no one will stop you from creating delusional, made-up scenarios of fighting celebrities in your head. So do it. Spend some time thinking about which celebs you want to beat up. Number three, anything is possible if you believe. I've certainly learned a lot about myself. Maybe you have too. It's tough work fighting celebrities in your brain, but someone's got to do it. All right, anyway, see you later.